The rules of football provide players, fans, and referees guidelines for how the game should be played. But for many people, especially beginners to the sport, they can seem confusing. Welcome back to another episode of Football Academy. Have you subscribed to be part of the Football Academy community yet? Well, if not, then come join us and never miss out on any of our latest, freshest uploads as soon as they're available. Make sure to check out the limited time offer links in the description. Whatever the reason is that you're here, the aim of this guide is to help you understand and appreciate the rules of soccer more than you already do. Number 1, the field of play must be rectangular and have clearly marked boundary lines. In the rules of soccer, the field of play is the surface that the soccer game is played on. The rules say that it can be a natural, as in grass, playing surface, an artificial playing surface, or a hybrid of both, and it must be rectangular and have clearly marked boundary lines. Number 2, the ball must be spherical and made of suitable material. You can't play a game of soccer without a soccer ball, and this rule covers the requirements for the ball. So here's the 5 main requirements for the soccer ball. Number 1, the ball must be spherical. Number 2, it must be made of suitable material. Number 3, it should have a circumference of between 27 inches or 68 centimeters and 28 inches or 70 centimeters. It should be between 14 ounces or 410 grams and 16 ounces or 450 grams in weight at the start of the game. Number 5, it should have a pressure equal to 0.6 to 1.1 atmosphere or 600 to 1,100 grams per cubic centimeter squared at sea level, or 8.5 pounds per square inch to 15.6 pounds per square inch. Number 3, there can be a maximum of 11 players on one team. This rule covers everything to do with soccer players. The important things to know about this rule are: a game is played by 2 teams, each with a maximum of 11 players on the field at one time. One of the players on the field must be a goalkeeper. A game may not start or continue if either team has fewer than 7 players. A substitution can only be made during a stoppage in play, and the referee must be informed before the substitution is made. The number of substitutes that may be named, from 3 to a maximum of 12, is dependent on the rules of the specific competition. Number 4, there are 5 pieces of equipment that every player is required to wear. This rule covers what a player can and can't wear during a game. There are 5 pieces of equipment that every soccer player is required to wear during a game, and they are: number 1, a jersey with sleeves. Number 2, shorts. Number 3, socks. Number 4, shin guards. These must be covered by the player's socks. Number 5, footwear. Number 6, a player must also not use equipment or wear anything that is dangerous. And that includes all items of jewelry that are forbidden and must be removed before the game starts. It is also a requirement that the 2 teams must wear colors that distinguish them from each other, and the match officials. Each goalkeeper must also wear colors that are distinguishable from the other players and the match officials. Number 5, the referee has authority to enforce the laws of the game. Each soccer game is controlled by a referee who has full authority to enforce the rules of the game. In all circumstances, the decisions of the referee are final and must be respected. The referee controls the game in cooperation with the other game officials, acting as timekeeper, and keeps an official record of the match. Number 6, the referee may be assisted by other game officials. The referee does not officiate the game on their own. There are on-field game officials who assist the referee with offenses when they have a clearer view than the referee. In pro games, there are multiple other game officials that may be assisting the referee. The list includes 2 assistant referees, 4th official, 2 additional assistant referees, reserve assistant referee, video assistant referee, or VAR, and at least 1 assistant VAR, an AVAR. All these officials may be appointed to one game. Number 7, the duration of a game is 90 minutes. A soccer game lasts for 2 equal halves of 45 minutes, though be aware that if you are watching or participating in a youth soccer game, the game's length is often reduced to compensate for the young age of the players. Between each half, there is an interval not exceeding 15 minutes. This is known as halftime. Allowance is made by the referee in each half for all time lost during that half. For example, for every substitution made or every stoppage that delays the game, the referee will keep a note of the length of that delay and add that time to the end of the half. Number 8. A game begins with a kickoff from the center of the field. A kickoff from the center of the soccer field signifies the start of both halves of a game, both halves of extra time. And a kickoff restarts play after a goal has been scored. A coin toss before the game determines which team will take the kickoff at the beginning of the game. When the teams come back onto the field for the second half of the game, the teams change ends and attack the opposite goals. At kickoff, all players except the player taking the kickoff must be in their own half of the field of play. The opponents of the team taking the kickoff must be at least 10 yards or 9.15 meters from the ball until it is in play. The ball must be stationary on the center mark. The ball is out of play when it has wholly passed over the goal line or touch line. Knowing when the ball is in play and when it is out of play is vital to understanding what is happening during a soccer game. The ball is out of play when it has wholly passed over the goal line or touch line on the ground or in the air. The play has been stopped by the referee. Play will be restarted with either a throw-in, a corner, or a goal kick. The ball is in play at all other times, including when it touches a match official and remains on the field of play, when it rebounds off a goal post, crossbar, or corner flag post and remains on the field of play. Number 10. The number of goals scored determines the outcome of a game. Everyone who plays in a competitive game in any sport wants to win, and it's no different in soccer. There can be only one winner, and it's important to know who that winner is. These are the essentials of what you need to know about determining the outcome of the game. A goal is scored when the whole of the ball passes over the goal line between the goalposts and under the crossbar. The team scoring the greater number of goals in the game is the winner. If both teams score no goals or an equal number of goals, the game is drawn. In situations where competition rules require a winning team, the procedures to determine the winning team are, firstly, 2 equal periods of extra time or overtime, not exceeding 15 minutes each, are played. Secondly, if the game is still drawn after extra time or overtime, each team gets to take, in turns, free kicks from the penalty mark. The team who scores the most goals this way is declared the winner of the game. Number 11. A player is offside if they are ahead of their second-to-last opponent. The offside rule is often considered to be one of the most confusing or misunderstood rules in the game. Although it can be confusing at first, it's relatively straightforward when you break it down. A player is in an offside position if any part of the head, body, or feet is in the opponent's half, excluding the halfway line, and any part of the head, body, or feet is nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second-last opponent. It's important to remember, though, that it is not an offense to be in an offside position. A player is only penalized for being offside once they become actively involved with the play from an offside position. A player cannot be penalized for being offside if they receive the ball directly from a throw-in, corner kick, or goal kick. Number 12. A foul is an action considered to gain an unfair advantage for one team. In soccer, a foul is any action that is considered to gain an unfair advantage for one team or player. This includes the use of hands, or is considered to be a dangerous play. These offenses are penalized by the referee, who then awards a free kick to the team on the receiving end of the offense. In general, the most important things to know are that a player cannot kick, trip, jump at, charge, strike, push, hold, or spit at an opponent. And if the offending action is considered serious enough, the offending player may be shown a yellow card, indicating they have been cautioned. After a player is shown a second yellow card, they will be shown a red card, which means they must leave the field of play immediately and can take no further part in the game. If a player commits the most serious of fouls, they will be shown a red card immediately and will be sent from the field of play. This player can take no further part or action in the current game, and the team cannot replace the player. Number 13. Free kicks are taken from the spot the offense occurred. There are 2 types of free kick in a soccer game: a direct free kick and an indirect free kick. A direct free kick is a kick where the player taking the free kick can score a goal directly, without any other player having to touch the ball first. An indirect free kick is a free kick where the player taking the kick cannot score directly from the kick. The ball must touch another player before a goal can be scored. There's a long list of fouls that result in a direct free kick. To summarize that list, I would say that any free kick that results from a contact foul or a handball usually results in a direct free kick. Most other types of fouls result in an indirect free kick. The other important points to know about a free kick are: free kicks are awarded to the opposing team of a player or team official guilty of an offense. All free kicks are taken from the place where the offense occurred. The ball must be stationary, and the kicker must not touch the ball again until it has touched another player. Until the ball is in play, all opponents must remain at least 10 yards or 9.15 meters from the ball. Number 14, a penalty kick is awarded if a player commits an offense in their penalty area. A penalty kick is one of the most exciting set pieces in a soccer game, as it is a great opportunity to score a goal. An attacking player places the ball on the ground 12 yards from the goal and is given the chance to take a shot at the goal with only the goalkeeper there to stop the ball. The main points to understand about the penalty kick rule are: a penalty kick is awarded if a player commits a direct free kick offense inside their penalty area. A goal may be scored directly from a penalty kick. The defending goalkeeper must remain on the goal line until the ball has been kicked. The player other than the kicker and goalkeeper must be at least 10 yards or 9.15 meters from the penalty mark, behind the penalty mark. Number 15, a throw-in takes place when the ball has gone out of play over the touchline. A throw-in takes place when the ball has gone out of play over the touchline or sideline of the soccer field. The opposing team of the player who has last touched the ball is required to throw the ball back into play with their hands. The main points to know about this rule are: a throw-in is awarded to the opponents of the player who last touched the ball when the whole of the ball passes over the touchline, on the ground, or in the air. A goal cannot be scored directly from a throw-in. At the moment of delivering the ball, the thrower must stand facing the field of play, have part of each foot on the touchline or on the ground outside the touchline, throw the ball with both hands from behind and over the head from the point where it left the field of play. All opponents must stand at least 2 yards or 2 meters from the point on the touchline where the throw-in is to be taken. The thrower must not touch the ball again until it has touched another player. Number 16, a goal kick is awarded when the ball goes over the goal line. A goal kick is a kick taken from within the goal area after the ball has gone out of play over the goal line, and a player from the attacking team was the last to touch the ball. The main points to know about this rule are: a goal kick is awarded when the whole of the ball passes over the goal line, on the ground or in the air, having last touched a player of the attacking team, and a goal is not scored. A goal may be scored directly from a goal kick. After the ball is in play, the kicker cannot touch the ball again before it has touched another player. The ball must be stationary and is kicked from any point within the goal area by a player of the defending team. The ball is in play when it is kicked and clearly moves. Opponents must be outside the penalty area until the ball is in play. Number 17, a corner kick must be taken from the side of the field the ball went out. You won't be surprised to learn that a corner kick is a kick taken from one of the corners of the soccer field. A corner kick is awarded when the whole of the ball passes over the goal line at the end of the field, having last touched a player of the defending team. The ball must be placed in the corner area nearest to the point where the ball passed over the goal line. The ball must be stationary when kicked. A goal may be scored directly from a corner kick. After the ball is in play, the kicker cannot touch the ball again before it has touched another player. Opponents must remain at least 10 yards or 9.15 meters from the corner arc until the ball is in play. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed it and found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.